Hi, as we continue with your onboarding process, right now we're gonna be adding team members to your account. So if you're working with a partner, a business partner, you're working with additional team members like cold callers within your team, or perhaps you want to add your personal assistant to your account, you will be able to add them directly through this menu, right? So we'll be able to see here if we have any additional users. Most likely you will be seeing your own user already created here. And if we want to go ahead and add that new user, we're just going to be clicking here on Add Employee. And it's going to prompt us to this screen where we're going to be entering all the information, right? So for this test, we're going to be adding the John Smith. We're going to make sure that we get all right. And we're just going to be making sure that we get all that information that we want. Here you will be able to set up the password for that user, right? So it's really important that if you pay attention to the details that you're entering here, because that's the password that you will be passing out to the person once that the user has been created, right? It's going to be letting you know if a specific combination of characters for that password to meet the requirements, right? Now, you will also, we've talked about in the past about creating those calendars and setting the map and assigning users to those calendars. Once they are creating the user, you will be able to assign that person to that specific calendar from here, from the very beginning, right? You will have the option to set up signatures if you want a specific signature by that person whenever that they're sending like those outgoing messages, you have the option. You have also the option to set up the permission. So if you are adding a member of the team that is working on certain things, but you don't want them to have like full access to all the features in the account, you can come here and you start assigning it specifically. For example, it's a person that is only going to be doing cold calling, right? And you wouldn't want them to play around with the workflow, so you or the automations. You can start enabling, disabling what a specific access you want to grant to that user that you're creating, right? Also, you can change if that person is going to be just a normal user or if it's going to have any sort of admin access within the account, right? In terms here of call and voicemail settings, if you have a specific number already, we have talked about purchasing numbers. If you want to assign a specific number that you have previously purchased, you're going to have here the option to click here and you will see all the available numbers that you have purchased already on the account, right? They're pretty much the same setup options that we have had on the phone number purchasing options. And here for the voicemail message, you have the option to upload a voicemail and select the timeout. We've talked about those incoming calls timeout on the phone number purchasing section, right? You have also the option to change the availability for the user. We have seen that this is directly related to calendars assigned to you to ensure that the full availability is correct according to the user and the person who's going to be using those credentials, right? And we also have some additional calendar configuration if we have connected some like Gmail calendars or we want to do additional integrations for the calendar. They would have first we would have to create the user and then that person needs to log in through the user and they will be able to set up everything as we have seen before through the My Profile tab. But this is the whole process to create your user. Now, once you have created, you also have the option to come here and edit that user if you want to change something from the information, or you can also delete that user if that person is no longer part of your team, right? These are the full options. If you have too many users, you can start filtering by different types, users and admin, or start looking for different pieces of information within that user. As always, if you have any particular questions, you can reach out to the team and we're going to be here to support you.